So here's what happened, okay? Me and Tunis have to fight this war now.
I got the save.
Yes, I got the save as well. Me and Tunis now have to fight this war because Ares and fucking what the face do not understand the rules.
Okay, no, that doesn't make any sense. Like,
Okay, Lego,
it costs
how is
40%
this different
war
than
score
what
to make him peace out with you. Okay, we'll pay that. We'll take only 60% total.
But how is this different than what with England happened, where he had to peace out for what he demanded?
To anyone.
No, but how is this different? He wasn't allowed to add more things. He had to peace out for what he typed. That's what you said. How is this different? Why are they allowed to add things after surrender, but Granada was not in that war?
Can we just remove?
No, why is it different? Don't change the subject. Why is it different?
Because the rules have been changing since the start of the game.
But none of these rules have changed since then. Why is it different?
Yeah, it's happened before. This exact thing has happened
No,
before.
since last session when this happened, why is this different than that? If you don't have an answer, they have to accept the surrender for the land they typed.
I'm fine with that. Like, we can talk about not even allowing this, because like,
okay,
I didn't expect this shit to happen, honestly.
So he is fine with that.
I'm also fine with this. The problem is the rules are nonsensical, right? So
Yeah,
when
the
you
rules make no
surrender to
sense.
someone, can you not then make a negotiated deal? Is that not allowed when you surrender?
It should
Yeah.
be like,
Just,
I don't know what's
just
the
remove
problem.
it. Just remove the negotiated deal thing, and it'll fix everything. Just remove it.
Guys,
It's
are
like
we even...
you're giving us this tool to do cool things with,
No,
but
no,
you
no.
can't use the tool
Fine.
because
But the
Okay,
formal,
alright,
guys,
so I have an
guys,
idea.
guys, that formal thing should be part of the war goal when you are declaring, or like when you later add it. And this wasn't added at all.
Semyanchi, it couldn't have been when they declared because I was not at war.
Yeah, but he didn't surrender right away. Like he surrendered after you guys.
Yeah,
did.
like, but no, but seriously.
Mistake.
Like,
I think it's a mistake on
Can,
our side.
can I ask something to Lego? Everyone else got to ask a question. Lego, this is my question. If it was Hungary surrendering to us, and if he can't make deals for Italy and Switzerland, so why can't we go and still fight?
Because
so we
when I
can't fight
surrender, I need the
Ares,
land.
Ares,
fucking
that is
talk.
Ares. That's not the point, though.
But I'm
that's not
explaining
what's
why,
being discussed.
Ares.
Let me
The
talk.
problem here is
please.
the war is over.
Let
It is
me
just-
talk, please.
Okay, go.
Okay, let
Talking to
us
Lego.
talk for 1 minute.
Lego, why, if Hungary pieces out of the war, we can't fight Italy and Switzerland, but if Hungary pieces out of the war, we can't enforce deals on Italy and Switzerland. Shouldn't they have to be, if they have to administer their own deals, then why are we not allowed to attack them if Hungary surrender?
Because Hungary is the war leader, like it's simple. Like it's
If-
a mistake on our side that we didn't add that goal for the war.
If it's
Like
an
at least we learned the lesson for next war. But like,
If it's
our
an
mistake.
actual-
I never thought that exploit
Enforced
like
peace.
that. That's silly. Like,
if it's an actual enforced
all
peace,
peace out
then
or
maybe
we
it would
won't.
work. But if you're trying to peace
No,
out
no,
for
Gaku,
anything,
Gaku,
what?
here's the deal. Here's the thing. Like we set the war goals for this war,
Yeah.
and Hungary accepted surrender,
Right.
wanted to peace out with those, and now like wanted to add like formal agreement that they will peace, that the other war will be
Okay,
peaced out, like it's like peace.
Okay, Simon, 1 second. Gaku, can we all agree that if you do not add formal agreement from the beginning of the war, you cannot add it mid-war? I think that's the easiest way
No,
to
no,
fix
no,
it.
Lego,
Well, I
Lego,
mean,
no,
if they're not-
you can't.
Dude, fucking every time I declare a
Are
war,
they-
the rules change.
Are they imposable or not? That's the thing. If-
Lego.
Just to make them possible or not. Just
It's not whether they're possible. It's if they are imposable, then that changes things. If they have to be agreed to, then obviously, if they haven't agreed, then you can't do it.
Agreed to. Let's make it agreed to.
Okay.
okay, we'll fight
Well,
until he agrees to it.
Well, if they
Okay,
haven't
but bear
agreed,
with
then
me. Wait,
then why can't
no.
we keep fighting?
no, because
But
they have
last
the option to
session, which
surrender.
Lego has acknowledged nothing has changed since last session. They had to peace out for what they demanded the moment Madsen said he surrendered.
Because
The
there
only
was
reason
an
they waited.
instant peace.
He accepted
They
everything.
said,
accepted
Lego
the
said he
European
was not
everything.
allowed to continue fighting. He was not allowed. He had to accept what was surrendered for. No, this did happen
Wasn't there
because there was talking
debate
about it, and there was
those
the
wars?
entire discussion about money. There was an entire discussion about whether they can take money. They were not allowed to continue. It is the same here. Nothing has changed.
Yeah,
Look,
Lucas,
if
right.
if they don't accept the agreement, they still have the option to surrender, and then you have to do things that are within the confines of the game. You have to use the game mechanics to enforce that surrender. If you're going to do a negotiated peace, that's separate from a surrender.
Yeah, but everything needs to be
So-
like added as war goal
so-
before
okay,
game surrenders.
If that's the idea, then why are negotiated pieces in the thing anyway?
And it also
Because
says
they're
you
an
can't
option, they're an
enforce
alternative.
negotiated peace on someone who's surrendered.
because
They're an
you can
alternative
get-
to
you can-
surrenders.
Yeah, you can get those deals like before he surrenders.
Okay, so if
If Hungary
has
surrenders,
Italy
it's
has not,
over.
we will continue to fight Italy.
If Hungary surrenders and he doesn't accept the deal, then you can take 100% and you're done. That's it. End of story. And then he keeps fighting
No,
whoever.
but the war is over because you're fighting a war against Hungary, and I defended him. He surrendered. The war is over.
Who?
Okay, so what they're saying is they can now ignore Hungary because he surrendered and continue on to fight me. And what I'm saying
No,
is
no.
no, Hungary has
Hungary's the war leader.
surrendered. The war is over.
That's correct.
Okay.
And also, just to say, if you were to impose a negotiation, which you can't do, but even if you could, you couldn't impose something that says peace out for additional war score on someone else's behalf, because then that's a surrender that's over 100%.
Or it would add up to
No,
100
they'd
total.
be able to do 40 because that would be the 40 from our war.
Yeah, but your 40 couldn't say and give other people this land.
Okay, then you can make it a white peace then.
Sure. But they'd still have to agree to it.
Why are they a fucking thing?
Well, they got changed from what they were initially. A negotiated peace is just that. It's negotiated. It's not an imposed peace. An imposed peace is 100%. And an imposed peace is something you do within the game using the game mechanics.
So if he surrenders, I can't impose this deal that I could impose if he didn't surrender.
Correct.
yeah, yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
It
No, it
really.
makes
It
sense.
doesn't make
because,
sense.
Like, listen, guys. He
Like
surrendered
the
because-
problem we're having is we don't understand the rules moving forward.
No. The problem is like because he surrendered, and he knew what were war goals. Like he didn't surrender to anything else. He surrendered to that, and like now the line is drawn. Like, you have to take 100% war score against Hungary, but that's it. Like he doesn't have to piece out the others because it wasn't part of the war goal. Like if you add it, that will be like I don't know 30 or 40 war.
No, but even if that was part of the war goal,
I think the main problem here is that they can just add those 40% for people to piece out separately. I think that's the main issue, and it shouldn't be allowed in the future. I don't know. Gaku?
Yeah, this is why imposable deals don't work. Exactly what
but
I warned against.
You're gonna have the same problem with exploits if you let people be free. There's like, in both ways it's bad, that's what I'm saying.
If Hungary were to accept the deal, Hungary has no reason to accept the deal if he's going to be 100% it anyway, right? So that's the reason you have a deal. It's I'll give you less than 100% and you give me a deal and then we come to an actual agreement. But if you're just imposing it, then there's no reason for Hungary to accept your deal. He can just say, no, just take the 100% that you declared for.
Just make the call. It's up to you.
What exactly is the call? I mean, there's
I
like
don't
3
know.
different questions here.
It's obviously the formal agreements are not working, and we need to change them before the next session.
Well, you can't impose them. That doesn't work.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like maybe just freeze them completely for this session.
I mean, if Hungary wanted to accept that deal, he could. But that's up to Hungary.
I don't know.
Does
Just
Hungary
make-
want to
make a
accept
call.
it?
Let me check him down.
Let's ask.
First demand,
Yes,
and then after 5
no.
minutes.
Eh,
Hey, Do you want to accept their deal?
What's that deal?
The one they were trying to impose. Do you want to accept it?
I've been ignoring them because every time I jumped into the chat, it was just errors and Ottoman shouting.
So basically, what it comes down to is they can't impose the deal, but if you want, you can accept it.
I don't know the deal, so you're gonna have to give me more than that.
I don't know the deal either, because
Well, I've not been sent anything, and nobody's talked to me, so they're just arguing about me, and I've been letting it happen.
all right, well,
I'm not in the position. Well, I won't surrender for what Erez said he's taking, which is land in the Balkans.
right.
He's welcome to it. And because that's what he said when I asked him, and he gave me a meme answer.
If you
he can have the
surrender,
new land.
then they
I have
can't impose the deal, whatever that deal is.
Yeah, well, I have surrendered, and I need a peace deal.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it. That's the whole thing. They're refusing to give a peace deal. So yeah, I don't know what you want to do. You're the host and all, but I don't really want to be looted and fucked. So Erez and the Ottomans can have their game.
Wait, is Granada at war with Tunis or alone?
No, along with
Grenada and Tunis are attacking me, Italy, and Switzerland. And so when I peace out Erez, we're going to go fuck with them. And that's why they're getting in a hissy fit. Which, you know, kind of seems like that's why you make it in your peace deal to peace out with them. Or alternatively, that's why you don't do two separate wars.
I mean, you can just unconditional. It's the same as surrendering. You just
Yeah.
have to wait 1 year.
Yes, and if I wait 1 year, I'll get my lands looted, and he wants to attack and destroy Italy's army. Which
well,
isn't
yeah,
right,
that's
because
not
I've
allowed.
surrendered
If
on
you have,
behalf.
yeah,
I've surrendered on behalf of the alliance. No, that's what Ottomans has said that he's going to do. But my armies are all on defensive. I don't give a fuck. I'll sit on my lands and or go fight Spain, I guess. But
yeah. If you've surrendered
Yeah.
to that alliance, that whole alliance has to basically leave you alone at this point.
leave my whole alliance alone. Let's
Yes.
get that. Okay, good. Then it's just them arguing. These are all the things that I've said, or we've said. I hear India is nice this time of year.
I was trying to get my relations up with you, but
Yeah,
then I got dropped for a year.
We were going to ally each other before I did that 2-week hiatus.
I'm pretty sure it was the unit modules that cost.
I need some money edited to me after this session.
Yeah, that's fine. No
Hey,
problem.
Lego.
Yes.
There's a line missing from the war demand section,
What?
Where?
and it is the term reasonable, or within reason. Because right now you could declare every war for every single one of your provinces, looting you and all your allies, breaking all your treaties, taking all your puppets, transferring all your trade, making all the agreements, just to cover all your bases, so you don't have to be forced to peace out for cheap. Because there is currently no text in the war demands part that says within reason or reasonable or below a certain percentage number. Like
Freddy, you can't add everything to the rules. You
no,
know?
but this is one line that would actually
I-
make the rules do something. Because right now they don't actually do anything.
Yeah, just add reasonable.
Because I could literally just declare for your entire country, and then you can't
Yeah,
surrender to me
yeah,
because I'll
yeah.
take 100% on the first peace deal, right? It kind of just makes the whole war conduct rules pointless.
Can you
unless-
tell me where exactly should I add that? Because the rules are pretty long.
It's for the initial declaration. What it's
Yes.
saying.
Conduct?
Just
All war
spread
demands
the
have
word
to be
reasonable
reasonable.
throughout.
All war demands,
Throughout every word.
or has to be within reason. Just so you can't just like initially demand everything just to cover your bases, because that would be fucking silly.
I'm gonna go talk to this other group.
Okay.
They're
Hey.
hurting themselves by looting them. So I mean,
So Hungary
I
is
guess-
unconditionally surrendering on behalf of their alliance, and because of game mechanics, they have to wait a year. But because they're already surrendering, you guys need to go back home and leave their alliance alone, and then the other alliance can continue in the war.
Yep.
Let's wait out that year on the borders of Granada, inside Granada.
You could do that, sure.
Yep.
Okay.
It will not help. It will be actively worse for me. I will take more attrition. Do not do that.
Not on top of your troops.
No. There's no point. They're not going to break through the Pyrenees.
Then why does
Wait
it
for
matter?
truce to end and then come and save you.
It matters because there's land in front of the Pyrenees. Do you see it?
Yeah, so if you landed behind that, why would it matter?
What?
they're not gonna
Who
break
asked that
through,
question?
then you
Ares,
land-
you need to take a very momentary, like, absence. Ah, Jesus Christ.
Look at your spiritual life.
If you were defending in the Pyrenees and he landed behind the Pyrenees, it literally would not matter at all. Because you
Yes,
said
it
wanted
would
to
not
break
matter
through.
at all, Ares, which means there's no reason for him to do so, which is why I told my friendly ally there's no necessity.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
there's also negatives to it.
There is a negative to it that he has to send ships around and micromanage his troops for no reason.
Okay, if he wants to do that, that's his prerogative.
Yeah, but I don't want him to do that.
Then
If I don't want
alright.
him to do that, that is my prerogative.
Then don't give him military access.
He does not have military access to me.
Okay, then the argument's over.
Yeah, I agree. It's almost like you didn't have to argue it.
You just have to get the last word, don't you? Both of you stop, and this is done.
I literally already stopped.
Yes,
and then
I know, I know,
What?
I know. Okay, Cowboy, stop. Okay, there we go.
I think first cast is like a superiority thing. Where he actually has to get the last word, but like he doesn't want to admit it a little bit.
Oh, well, yes, I definitely do.
right. Nice say we're making a. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Never mind.
No, you can't. It's against the rules.
Everything
I
is
may
against
have
the rules when it
grasp-
doesn't go the way of Italy.
Hey Ares, next time you should read the fucking rules better.
It is that
I
way in the.
Don't know
rules.
how that disagrees with what I said.
Previous
but okay.
times we were able to do this, and we did. So.
Yeah, this definitely has happened before, but whatever.
I cannot
It
speak
was
to
not
that,
sup-
but I don't think it's the case.
No,
is.
no, it has happened before, but it's not supposed to happen that way. It specifically happened against me, but I just let it happen.
Oh
'cause I
god,
was
is it
so
Jacob
excited.
again who's gonna take a while? Glad we have a Korea, guys. It
It's
will
actually
matter in
Marley.
the next
Actually,
hour,
Marley
20
is
minutes.
Not loading.
Because I'm not
It's
loaded in.
Marley. Jacob's loaded in. It's Marley, Dean.
Do you see me as loaded or no?
Yeah, I see you as loaded in.
I do see you as loaded.
I do not see
So don't-
myself as loaded.
It's fine.
That's good.
No,
I just
Gaku,
end the
you
session.
Are not, you are not loaded.
Yeah, no,
We're
I'm,
not
I'm
We're not
we're
ending the
session.
session an hour and 30 minutes early.
I thought we were gonna fight actual wars and then not be tied up in politicking for like an hour.
That's
Well, then
impossible.
Don't try and abuse the rules.
I agree.
It's impossible with these rules, yeah.
I agree.
I was
Uh,
like,
guys,
oh look, we're gonna
the
fight
game-
like a real
the
war.
game
It's actually gonna
starts.
be interesting. Never mind.
Oh, Ares, do you want to join the NGD game again? I remember you left because Lambert, and Lambert isn't playing anymore.
That is tempting if Lambert's not playing.
Yeah, Lambert's not playing.
Does anybody like Lambert?
What's going on here? Is the game going or what?
Marley
I
can't
don't
join.
understand why Lambert
Marley
is an
should be
admin.
kicked in hot train.
I still.
Wait,
Let's
but
say it
Ares,
is.
how do you think a real war would happen when you guys have 3 times more troops than us?
That's just false.
It's
Ottomans,
not-
how many
no.
troops do you have
First
raised
cast,
right
Ares,
now?
can you please not get into
What?
the pissing contest?
About
just for
50.
I have,
Uh,
yeah, I have 60k. Hungary has 50, and Swiss has like 23. Ottomans has like over 100. I assume
Ottomans
you
have
are
50k
equal.
raised.
But why? They can have. No, I'm looking at more than 50k. I'm
So-
looking at 70.
So who isn't in? I know that
Talking
I'm not
Gaku
in.
isn't.
I am not in.
Just rehost.
We're gonna have to rehost, gentlemen. Lego, I petition you. Is the Granada player coming back next week?
Yes.
Can we just end the session now and let the Granada player fight his war?
No.
No.
We can't? Okay.
We still have an hour. please.
Dean,
Still-
it's another hour. We're not gonna end the session an hour
rehosting?
early because you don't
Yes.
want to.
Rehost.
Hungary can
Rehost.
advance Switzerland.
Anyway, imagine that poor Granada player if he comes back, he'd have a right shock. He'd be like, okay, what did you get me into? I'm fighting off. of
No,
Europe,
that
man."
was it was actually
Like Ares, for
his thing.
example.
I would not have
Remember the-
declared this war unless he had told me specifically to declare it.
Like Ares, there's no way you guys don't have more troops. As in the wars against the World War I and II, the Ottoman side had more troops in both wars. So, considering there's less people on our side now and some people switch, there's no way you guys don't have more troops.
It's not 3 times more troops, which is what I disputed.
It's at least
It-
double. Maybe not. 3 might have been an
don't
exaggeration,
even
but it's at
think it's
least
double.
double. They had a good 100,000. There was
Because
a good
Simontic is
100,000
keeping
above us
more
before.
like half of his forces at home to fucking defend from rebels, and the
Yeah,
Ottomans.
double without
That
Simeons,
isn't
by the
true.
way.
The Ottomans have 100. I have 50. You have 60.
Yes,
the Ottomans
we have
100 has
130
60,
total. We have
and they have
130
20.
total.
That's
we have
120 versus 150. That's not times
we have
2.
No, we have 130 total.
Why does
You
it
and
matter? The
Ottomans
war's
is
ending now.
150.
I have
Granada and
50 on
Granada
top.
has at least 60.
They're not
That's
in the war.
210. Yes, I'm fighting Granada. What?
I thought we were talking about the.
If it was just
Oh my
you and
God.
Turkey versus us 3, then yes, that would have been an interesting war. But with Granada here, there's collectively at least 2 times as many, if not 3 times as
Well,
many
you realize
troops.
that's what happened with England last session. It was attacked
Yes.
by Tunis,
Oh, shit.
Granada, and Netherlands, and
Yeah,
Swiss and Italy.
It was. Tunis was dogpiled last session. Yes, but no one claimed that was an interesting. No one claimed that was going to be an interesting war.
I mean,
Hey, the war
it's
with
not
between
about
me and him was
interesting,
going to
it's
be
about
interesting.
allowed.
He didn't fight it. Just left.
You really should. We should have done some. See, I like Gaku's rules because they sort of prevented dogpiling.
Yeah, dogpiling is horrible.
You just
I
need to. If you're going to have two alliances.
But as of right now,
locked,
there's
you
no
need
way
to-
to argue this would be an interesting war with at least 2, maybe 3 times as many troops on the enemy side.
Unless they were like really
Not 3.
crap.
And I didn't ever get Granada into the war. Granada joined the war because the Ottomans told them to, and I was protecting the Ottomans' interest in not having their friend be destroyed.
What?
They would not have been in a place to
Dude.
attack Granada.
Game mechanics.
Ares, that's just the most bullshit thing you've
Yeah, I mean,
spouted out
Granada
of your
just
mouth.
attacked us. I don't know. I don't know what,
What?
you're saying.
No,
Like,
I'm
defending
talking
it.
to Snorfeets. He said this coalition was preemptive, and yeah, so no, there's no way to argue that Granada wasn't going to be in this. I'm talking to Snorfeets now, and it was a pre-planned coalition. So yes, you knew Granada was going to be here. There's no way to argue this would
See,
be a fun
you're
war.
saying I knew that, but I didn't.
It's almost
Well, then
like
you're just
Ares is
really,
the
really-
pawn of the Turks.
Yeah! Do you ever think of that?
I thought about it a lot. I even said it multiple times. I even said you were prostrating yourself in front of the Sultan in Constantinople, humiliating yourself before his.
If it means
high
I don't have to
sultan of,
deal with your bullshit, I'll
Turkey.
take it.
Ares,
My bullshit. Don't worry
can I
about it.
tell you something? The only person who's you've abandoned me. You've now abandoned Switzerland and Italy.
Wow.
So and the Netherlands as well. So is
Really
it
good
us
emperor.
that's doing bullshit, or is it you, Ares?
Are we
It's
continuing?
almost like it there is.
Are we continuing this game?
I just shut up Ares. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Hey, does that mean I'm technically the HRE Emperor?
I believe so.
Sure.
I think
whatever,
Italy
I
should
don't
be
care.
the emperor.
I said anyone can join the Emperor.
At least you're more proactive, Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey's the emperor.
Oh god.
I just wish we could get a Mamluk emperor,
You
but
have
he seems
bigger.
a bit passive.
At least you're not somebody who who refuses to stand his ground.
Honestly, I've been saying this since day one. England as emperor is the best emperor.
Will you guys fight at least 1 year of war before everyone surrenders?
What?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. But that's okay.
I mean, what's the fun of the game if you just instantly surrender?
I mean, we're gonna fight Granada.
That's true.
And they're gonna kick Granada's ass.
It's just surrendering's the smart thing to do against someone with significantly more troops than you.
Like, way more troops.
It's not surrendering if you're only surrendering to certain things.
What?
But they're surrendering to your
Surrendering to all your
entire
demands.
deal. All of your demands. It's
Which
just
is
there's
how-
no adding new demands.
Yes.
No, that's the thing. Even if they were in the demands, it still wouldn't have counted.
That's true.
Because
But yeah.
Does that not count?
Because you can't
If it's
impose
in the
negotiated
demands, it
peace.
counted.
because you can't impose negotiated peace anytime ever. The negotiated peace, in terms of doing it to someone, is not possible. It's literally, if you're in a war with someone, you declare war on someone, and you say, give me these 5 provinces, or we'll keep fighting, and they say yes. That's what a negotiated peace is. Or you declare a war on someone, and you say, stop privateering me. That's a negotiated peace, and they have to accept it. But negotiated pieces only involve if the person willingly accepts it, which is very strange.
This is a negotiation, not a surrender. It's the term negotiated peace.
If they surrender,
Juby,
you have to,
ready
they
up.
have,
Tunis,
you have
ready
to
up.
accept peace
Jacob,
for
click your
the
nation and ready
you
up.
have taken.
That's a quote from the rules. You can do it. Oh wait, no, never mind. You
There you
can't.
go.
Okay.
Tunis.
I mean, post 33
It does say
degree.
that.
This is what I was discussing at length with Lego about the difference between imposing and accepting.